My name is Dr. Terry Whipple. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Richmond, Virginia, and a member of First Baptist Church. So when I turned 40, I pledged to take up a new sport of some sort every year for the rest of my life. So I took up skydiving, and skydiving put more adrenaline into my circulation than any sport or recreational activity I had ever done. In 1998, I took the occasion to go to the World Freefall Convention, which is a recreational competitive event held in southern Illinois. I had a very successful competitive skydive, a successful freefall, and flying into the landing zone, coming to land my parachute, we encountered a severe crosswind that was blowing across the landing zone. And the crosswind blew everybody's parachutes out of control. Mine went off to the left, pulled me into a horizontal position, and I lost the lift of the parachute. So I fell about 75 or 80 feet. I fell horizontally and landed on my left side. I had a lot of fractures and some internal injuries. I was in a coma the whole time, which again was a bit of a blessing, I suppose, but underwent several surgeries to repair the organ ruptures and repair the fractures and put things back into reasonable condition. I was able to get through the complications and finally stabilized to be well enough to be flown back to Richmond. Still unconscious, in fact, for over 11 weeks. And the next several days to weeks were periods of being awake and asleep. Slowly and progressively, I'd be lucid and awake for longer and longer periods of conscious time. And a hospital is a scary place round the clock, certainly, but it's particularly a scary place at night. It's a lonely place. It's dark. There's only one patient to a room. There were specific occasions when I would wake up at night, uncomfortable, aware of where I was, aware of the noises down the hall, but very aware that I was completely helpless on my own. I couldn't turn over. My lower extremities were paralyzed. It was an uncomfortable place to be. But in that fog of awareness and unawareness, there was sitting in one of the guest chairs in the hospital room a presence. Someone was there. And it was a completely reassuring and consoling presence. And if it wasn't God Himself in the chair, surely it was one of His angels on dispatch duty to keep me company, to let me know that I just wasn't going through this all by myself. After several more weeks of recovery and rehabilitation, it was clear that I was not going to be able to return to a surgical practice. That's where my present wife, then friend and colleague, came in. Dr. Ruth Hillison, the plastic surgeon in Richmond. I cannot put her high enough on the totem pole. She has been such a critical portion of my recovery. The injury was in 1998, and I was able to walk again finally with crutches in early 1999, and we were married in the year 2000, and practiced together from that time even until today. It says in the scriptures, I am with you always. Always doesn't mean in my mind, from this year until eternity. It means always, from moment to moment to moment. God is with me. I think He's with everyone. We only have to be aware of it.